Welcome to Prostyle Podcast. And if you're from the west side of Birmingham, you knew that this interview was inevitable, man. Like, Winona, West End High School, two of the most dominant schools in the 2000 era in basketball, football, whatever you want to name it. And so it was only right that I had my man come on. We grew up around the corner from each other, man. I've been knowing him for about 20 years now. Yeah. And it's just a blessing to see that he's going on year 10 in the NFL. Please welcome my man, Joe Webb, to the show. Joe, how you doing, bro?
What's up, E, man? I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing well. And what's funny is we always have this conversation about you living around the corner from me, but we were zoned to different school. You went to Bush Elementary. I went to Green Acres.
Yeah.
You to Ansley, and then you transferred and went to Winona High School. I went to West End. So just talk about growing up playing football on the west side of Birmingham, playing in Central Park Little League, and then going to high school and making that transition from Ansley to Winona.
Well, growing up in Central Park, you and I know, man, rough neighborhood,
yeah.
A lot of gang violence, a lot of things. So football pretty much saved our lives, man. It pretty much, it took us away from all the bad things we were seeing. So just growing up, man, playing that ball, going to Ansley High School, same type of situation, rough neighborhood, but football saving your life. And I remember when I was getting ready to transfer to Winona, I remember you and everybody recruiting me when y'all was figuring out when I was about to move from Ansley.
Yeah.
But man, it was a fun time, man. Us playing against one another, man. It was just all about competition. Building that brotherhood, motivating one another to, make it out, man. So, man, that's what I love about it most.
Yeah. Well, I was recruiting because I needed a quarterback, right? I had to play quarterback. I had to play wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I had to play running back. So I needed a little help. So I had to go out and recruit even before I knew what recruiting was, right? I was like, man, you stay around the corner for me. I think we should just carpool and go to school together. It'd be a lot easier on our families. Everybody will love it. And we'll win a lot of games. In the school district and how things are set up and how the coaches refuse to let other guys go to other school, although it's more beneficial to them, it just was not happening. But for you
not
and
happening, man. We could have been the big two.
Man, yeah, like just think about it. I was watching you over at Winona throw for 400 and 500 yards a game. I'm over at West End, all-purpose yards, 400, 500, trying to figure out, can I get some help? So imagine if we played on the same high school team. That would have been scary, man.
Yeah, we would have had a couple championships, man.
A lot of people would not have liked that, but more importantly, the city would have been mad because you know how they are with the zoning in Birmingham. They just don't play. Like, you transfer that school, you just will not play,
Yeah.
But what's cool is we both had the opportunity to attend the same university. We actually went on our trip together to the University of Alabama-Birmingham. I ended up going to Vandy. You signed at UAB. What influenced your decision to go to UAB?
Just staying home, being close to home, mom, brothers, sisters, they could come to my games with no problem, man. And, I've grown up watching UAB and, I wanted to help build the program. And you see today what UAB has came from. We got a new facility, got a new stadium that's coming. Guys won the championship that past year, won bowl games, with the program being taken away and coming back. That's what I was trying to build, man. And, UAB speaks for itself today.
Yeah. On our official visit, I feel like Roddy White was your host or my host. He was somewhere in the building.
Yeah, Roddy White was, I think he was your host, man. He was your host.
Roddy was in the building. We had, who was the quarterback during that time?
Hackney was the quarterback.
So, I mean, UAB, they were making strides during that time. They had two guys that ended up playing in the NFL while we were there. And it was just really, really good vibes. Coach Boat, Man, it was fun to be.
You know, Coach Boat, he lost about 300 pounds. Man.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear Coach Boat lost a lot of weight. But here's something that's funny. When Coach Boat came to my house and he was recruiting us, he sat on the couch and he broke it. That is a fact. That is a fact. To this day, my dad would not let that down. Like he refused to let that down. He's like, nah, Coach Boat broke it. He broke it. And when he sat on it and we saw it go down, we were just like, oh, like, yo, he just broke it. You know, we from the hood. It's like, we ain't got money to be replacing the cows like that. So it was funny, man. It was one of those things. But an interesting thing about you in college is that you came in as a quarterback and then you transitioned to wide receiver where you had 900 receiving yards.
Yeah, man.
And then you went back to quarterback. Talk about that, man, because it's one thing to be a quarterback and it's another thing to be an athlete. And so I feel like you are the top guy to talk about that because what you did at receiver it was not easy. You know, it was not easy. I only eclipsed 1,000-yard mark one time in my college career, but I mean, you hit 900. I think the second most I had was 800. Let's talk about how you were able to do that.
Yeah, man. As you said, came in as a quarterback, learning from Darryl Hackney. And, I had a guy by the name of Sam Hunt to come in.
Sam Hunt, the country music singer.
Yes.
Huh?
So my sophomore year was Sam Hunt. I think it was his senior year. So, his senior year, let him play out his senior year, and then coach just asked me to go to receiver. So me and Sam had this 1-2 punch, man. We had this 1-2 punch. So, man, so after that, when Sam graduated, it was my time to take over at quarterback.
Yeah. So you take over at quarterback, you do your thing, come out, you get drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, man. How'd you feel about playing up there in Minneapolis?
Cold, bro.
and what's interesting is you go to a Division 4 where I'm at. Like, we are still rivals even in the NFL. Like, we go from high school, then we go to separate colleges, and then we back rivals in the NFL. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, yeah, like the Bears, like, we couldn't draft Joe Webb. Like, somebody help us out, man. So you had the opportunity to play behind a legend, man, Brett Favre. How was that?
Brett Favre, man, one of the greatest quarterbacks I ever been around, man. By the way he practiced, the way he watched film, the way he loved the game. That's the most important part. You have to love the game to play the way he played. So that was a blessing, man, just to get that chance, especially my rookie year to see a guy like him perform and the way he worked, man. Like, it was nothing but a blessing.
Yeah. So now, man, you really established yourself as a Swiss Army knife, a Mr. Do-It-All, jack of all trades. You're a return man. You are a gunner. You are the kickoff guy. You are the quarterback. You're the backup running back. How are you learning all of these different positions and playing in the NFL, but you're doing it at a high level? A lot of people don't understand is that playing gunner and playing kickoff return, those things are very, very hard, but you also have to be prepared to go in as a quarterback. So talk about your preparation throughout the week, man, because I can't even fathom it. Like, I was the emergency quarterback, and I was like, dear God, please don't let them. One game, Cutler got injured. Josh McCown got injured, and they was like, hey, Earl, you got to go take some snaps. And I was like, man, here we go. I know like 3 plays that I can read coverage and throw it to a guy. But just talk about your mental preparation, man, going into each week.
Just learning the game plan. That's first and foremost. Learning your opponent. As you come in, Monday, Tuesdays, pretty much your kind of off day. So get your jump start on learning the opponent. And it's just second nature, man. Like you said, in college, had to play receiver, then to play quarterback, bounced around. So it kind of was a second nature to me, man. The way I learned to receiver is, I learned quarterback, and I try to learn everything everybody's doing. The X receiver, wide receiver, Z receiver, all the way down. And special teams, man, that ain't that. That's just one-on-one. Hey,
Yeah.
motto on motto, man. Hey, line it up and let's go.
That's the cool thing. Like when you get to special teams, it's like we about to see who's the better guy right here. Like this has nothing to do with how fast you are, how big. We gonna see who's the better guy, who got the most heart. And so, man, I always enjoy watching you on special teams. So I got one tough question for you though. I got one. This
All right.
tough question that I'm gonna give you. You're starting a franchise, NFL team. You got two guys on the board. You got Deshaun Watson and you got Cam Newton. Who you drafting to start to lead that franchise? Who you taking number one overall pick?
Oh, that's tough. Let me see, man. That's tough decision. As of right now, today, I would take Cam. For the simple fact that he went, to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We had that unbelievable season. I think we finished 15-1.
Yep.
So he had that experience. But Deshaun Watson is not too far, man. That young guy, he can go, man. So
yeah.
I'm sure he's going to be in the Super Bowl one day competing for that championship. That's a tough question.
Yeah. Oh no, I definitely. Hey, I'm sitting here thinking myself, like, God dang, like that is a hard question. Like, if I'm starting a franchise, what quarterback do I pick, Cam Newton or Deshaun Watson? I mean, both of them won national championships. Yeah. I mean, they're just winners. And so I think I'm gonna have to side with you on this. And I think I go with Cam Newton, man. Just looking at his ability to really throw the ball downfield. Hopefully he comes back from his surgery, the MVP player that he was. I mean, he won an MVP. So obviously right now in his career, you definitely would have to pick Cam Newton just because of the accolades, playing in the Super Bowl. But Deshaun Watson, man, I tell you, to come back off of ACL injury and perform the way that he did this season and lead the Texans and lead you guys, like that was incredible. And the kid is only going to continue to get better. So, man, I enjoy, watching them, going to games. And so let's transition a little bit, man, because this show ain't just all about sports. We from Birmingham. We love the music. We love to drive over to Atlanta and hang out. Hip-hop. Before a game, everybody has their headphones on. They're banging it. They rocking out. They listen to Shy Glizzy. They listening to Drake, Meek Mills. Blueface, whoever.
Yeah.
Right? You just listen to everybody nowadays. What's that one artist or that one song that you got to listen to before you go out on the field?
Well, you know how we grew up, man. We grew up on Boosie and Webby, man.
Yeah, there we go. Now we talking. We talking.
Sometimes you gotta throw the old school, like Set It Off.
Set It Off. There we go. Yeah.
But new school, I like guys like, Kodak Black, man. Yeah. You get me going.
Yeah.
I like Young Boy NBA, get me going. Kevin Gates.
A lot of people love that Young Boy NBA. I haven't really gave him a chance yet. Maybe I'll start, to add him in that rotation right now, but I hear a lot of people playing that right now. In my rotation, man. I got that Future playing in my rotation right now. I still got that Meek Mill going. I just started that Offset. It's all right. It's pretty cool. I feel like he could have did just a little bit more on that album, but it's still a solid album. And Gunna, man, for some reason, I just love Gunna, man.
I love Baby. You can't
Lil Baby. Baby. Yeah, they have their own little wave going right now. So I definitely have to, give them their due diligence. And so my question is, what's the symmetry that you see between hip hop and sports? Because for me, it's like the one thing I always talk about is just like the competitiveness that comes with, being an athlete and being a hip hop artist, whether it's like through rivalry or trying to get that number one spot or, really trying to win a Super Bowl. And you saw Drake and Future made that album, they championships, right? We trying to win championships. And so I think it's always interesting to see, the symmetry between the two. So give me your take.
Man, I think it's cool, man. I think that the way the guys bond and in the locker room, you have everybody who's trying to rap. In the rap industry, you have everybody trying to go to the gym, put up some shots, or trying to catch the football, throw the football. But man, I just think man, it's all about brotherhood.
Right.
You know, it's guys who appreciate, you know, your craft. You know, guys appreciate us as football players or basketball players. You know, the rappers, we appreciate the rappers and the time they have to put in into making the perfect bar or making a perfect hook, you know, because they, you know, both industry, I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard to put together a hit where everybody in the world would love, and it's hard to go out there and, you know, compete on the football field with the best people in the world. So I just think it's all about, man, everybody appreciating their craft and the job that they do.
Yeah. No, that's dope, because the brotherhood aspect of hip hop is often overlooked. But if you listen to J. Cole Middle Child song, like that's what he's talking about. You know, he's talking about that brotherhood aspect. And he's like, man, I love all y'all niggas to death. You know, it's like he's literally like letting people know, like, hey, like we're all in this rap game together. There's guys beef all the time, but you know, like this is a brotherhood. Like I love all y'all. Get all y'all chips. Like I appreciate that. And it's cool to see guys like J. Cole and then a guy like Meek Mill who squashes beef with Drake, and he just like, man, you know, like Drake is my brother. Like Drake came to see me in jail. Like we squashed all that beef. And now they spreading all this positivity and all this love, and guys are just bonding, man. So
yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. You know, making one another better, man. You know, we have enough negativity going on in this world, bro. So, you know, let's just spread the love.
Yeah, and you definitely see that in the locker room, man. That's the one thing that you don't see in the locker room. Granted, we had that Geno Smith fight that kind of made the locker room look like cool, but the locker room is really cool. Like, guys hang out, we bond, we fellowship. It's cool, but that one incident just kind of like, well, NFL locker rooms are bad and entertaining, and guys are fighting and breaking jaws, and it's like, nah, man, like we play games and listen to music and just hang out.
Yeah, man.
This has been great, man, to catch up, man. How could the people follow you on social media?
IG, man, Spiderweb 14. You know, Twitter, Joe Webb 14. You know, man, go out there, check me out, man, and you know, that's what you can see where I do what I do.
There we go, man. Coming straight from the west side of Birmingham, Alabama. Joe Webb, Earl Bennett, West End High School, Winona High School, University of Alabama-Birmingham, Vanderbilt. Hey, bro, I love you, and I appreciate you for rocking out with me today, man.
Already, bro, man. Love you back, bro.
Yes, sir.